What if I tell you that in the next few minutes, you can learn how to make a butterfly free gown from start to finish? No complicated drafting, no stress, just step-by-step method that you can use and you achieve a professional and neat result. Hello everyone, my name is Lina of Lina Fashion Hub, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make a butterfly free gown. Stay with me to the end of the video because at the end I'm going to share some tips with you that can help you achieve a very professional and neat result. Without much being said, let's get into the video. It's Lina Fashion Hub. It's Lina Fashion Hub. The above measurement is what you need for this sewing project. How to take your boo-boo sleeve length according to the picture there, from the middle, the bone in the back of your neck, to your preferred length. Okay, so these are the tools. You also need your fabric, your scissors, and your tape. Please remember your pin cushion so that you can stuff your pin. I also have a video in the channel on how to make your pin cushion. So the fabric folding is your boo-boo sleeve length minus the length of your organza. For me, that is 14 inches, but I'll go ahead and add 0.5 inch for the joining allowance. Then this is the two fabric. There are 4 pieces of fabric on the table. So one, that will be my back, the 14.5 inch, that is my back fabric. Then for the front, I extended it by 1¼ inch for the zipper allowance. So when it comes to the zipper allowance, this is completely optional. The other styles I posted of this same style do not have the zipper in front. So if you are not adding the zipper in front, that means both your front fabric and the back is going to be the exact same measurement. So if I was not adding zipper allowance to it, both of them would have been 14.5 inch. So for the length of the fabric, I used 61 inches for my gown length plus 1 inch sewing allowance. That is what I added for the gown length. So well, you can go ahead and add more than 1 inch if you need more than 1 inch for your folding. So for the cutting, for the marking of the dress, I used 4x4 for the width of my neckline. You can see that all my measurement is starting where the back fabric starts. So I'm using 4x1 for the back neckline, and the same thing 4x7 for the front neckline. This 7 inches I'm using for the front neckline is also very optional, so you can decide to reduce it, but don't use anything less than 6 inches to enable you to wear the dress if you are not adding a zipper to it. But if you are adding a zipper to it, you can go ahead and even use as small as 4 inches for your neckline. So at this point, I'll just I'm confirming that my neck width, I'm transferring my neck width to my front fabric, and I went ahead to connect it to the zipper. So you are going to see how I'll cut this neckline, the front neckline. Please pay attention to how I'm going to cut the front neckline. So for the cutting, I'll first of all cut the back neckline. When I'm cutting the back neckline, I'm not adding all the fabrics together. I'm cutting just the back. Then for the front, I cut the zipper allowance on a straight line before I now cut the V neckline shape. So at this point, I was just going ahead and I was smoothing out the shoulder part, and I will also do the same thing to the gown length part. I'll just smoothen out the gown length part. So after the cutting of the clothes, the next thing that we are doing, we are cutting our facing. As you can see, I extended the facing from the neckline is extending downwards by 4 inches, right? So make sure that part matches. Okay, then there is no rocket science. This is very simple to do. We are just going to use the same shape of the neckline to cut our facing. That is all. We are using the exact same shape that we use in cutting our neckline to cut our facing. And when you are cutting it, please make sure that you lay it properly, because if the facing is shorter or bigger than the fabric neckline, it might give you a little bit issue when you are sewing it. So I don't want my facing to be too big, so I'll just go ahead and give it this curvy shape. You can leave yours straight if you want to, but I just went ahead and give it a curvy shape. Then the extension by the shoulder part is about 4 inches. The extension on the zipper area too is about 3.54 inches. So for the back neckline, I already cut this off camera, so I just went ahead to smoothen that part so that it will be smooth. But what I did is the same thing I did for the front neckline, just that I'm not going to cut it open. It's going to be on fold. Remember, the back is on fold, so I'm going to make sure that my facing is also on fold. Then for the sewing of the facing, nothing very serious. You just carry your facing and place it on the fabric, right side facing each other, and join it by 1/2 inch on that point. We are going to repeat the same thing for the front facing. So we are just going to carry the front facing. You know, the front facing is 2 pieces, one for the other side. So what we are going to do on this side, you repeat the same thing to the other side. So just place it and sew it following the shape with 1/2 inch, and then you top stitch. So for this is the organza fabric. The length of the organza fabric is the length of the gown, because we are joining it to the side of the gown. I cut 4 pieces of this organza fabric. The width of the organza, the length is the exact length of the gown. Then the width of the organza is 10 inches. I needed 9 inches, so I added 1 extra inch for folding allowance, 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch in. That's how I'm going to fold this side. So go ahead and join it to the fabric 1/2 inch all the way down. Also repeat the same thing to the other side of the front. Join it by 1/2 inch and join the 2 sides of the back with 1/2 inch. When you are done, you join your shoulder together. So after we have joined our shoulder together, you make sure you top stitch your neckline. Make sure you iron your neckline properly. That is the only way you can achieve a very neat and professional finish. Then when it comes to the joining of the shoulder, also make sure that that part I pointed at, the blue organza matches at that point. Then also weave your clothes neatly to achieve a very neat and professional look. Then give this a very good press. When you turn the side of the organza, iron it properly. Then when you are ironing that joining, you see that extra, the side of the organza, anyway, you don't need to also turn 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch in. Some of the styles you can weave it if you want to. So from the shoulder length for the armhole, I ended up using 13 inches because I remember that my client is a plus size, is on the big side. But for normal sizes, you can use 11 inches, 10 inches. That works for most small sizes. Then you will sew on that point from where you mark your armhole. You sew on that joining point all the way down. Please, when you are sewing, you flip in that your joining that you did. Please don't allow it to show on this part. You push it inside. That is the only way you will also have a professional and neat finish. Pull it inside and sew from that part all the way to the hem of. For the zip, I'm using 25 inches, so you measure from your front neckline to where you want the front zip to stop. So I'm going to make use of 25 inches for the length of my zip. So I just went ahead to mark the 25 inches. So this was me confirming. At first I marked 22 inches, then I realized that I can use more, so I used 25 inch. So for the slit, you are going to fold your hem 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch in. After folding your hem, you mark the length of your slit. Now this is completely going to depend on how deep you want your client wants the slit to be. As I said, fold your hem 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch in all the way round. Then take the length of your slit. So you can make use of 14, 15 inches, even as deep as 20 inches. So after marking your hem, whatever is left, you close it. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. If this video was helpful, please remember to subscribe and also turn on post notification so that subsequent videos, when we post them, you can see them. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.